Hi, in this video I'm going to be sharing an unboxing. Well, it's not even really an unboxing. I've already unboxed it. I'm just gonna show it to you. It's my planner for 2025. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that we're about to be in 2025 already. I have so many thoughts about this decade, but I won't be sharing that here. So that's my new planner. This is my current planner, which I shared in my last video, and it is a Sterling Ink Common Planner. And this is my planner from last year, which is also a Sterling Ink Common Planner. And then the one that I'm going to show you is also a Sterling Ink Common Planner. One thing that I noticed about myself a couple of years ago, I think, is that I tend to usually spend 3 years with a certain planner setup before I feel like switching it up. I'm not saying that I'm going to switch it up after 2025. I don't know that I'm going to do that. But here we are with, another 3-year period in which I'm using the same brand of planner. This one from last year was a full year, so it's pretty thick, and as you can see, there were a lot of pages that I did not get through, and I'm still not completely through putting things in this one, but I do plan to do a flip through of it, even though this was last year. I obviously didn't get around to it last year, but I feel like getting around to it this year, so I'll share a flip through of this one at some point in the near future. And then this one, I already shared a flip through so far, kind of a quick flip through, and of course I'll do another one at the end of the year, I guess. But this one and my new one, which I'm gonna go ahead and pull out, are the same. This one is not a full year, it is a compact year. And as you can see, I've used a lot more of the pages. I'm on page 73 in the back now. So this has actually worked a lot better for me as far as the size is concerned. So I went ahead and I got the same thing for next year, compact year. And this is a beautiful color. I think it's, I don't know, what did she say it was? Was it ivory? I can't remember. It's a lovely color, but this is what this one looked like at the beginning of the year before I started using it. And I guess I didn't fully unbox it. I didn't take it out of the sleeve. So I will do that off camera. Okay, so I took it out of the plastic, and this is a lovely, lovely cover. It has some texture to it the same way this blue one does, and the same way this pink one does. But this pink one is very, very smooth. I don't know if you can see, you might be able to see the texture in it, but it's very, very smooth. This blue one is a lot more, you can really feel the texture, and I personally like that. And you can see all of the lines and ridges on this one a lot more easily. And this one looks more like a linen fabric, I guess I would call it that. And so it's smooth, but it still has a really cool texture. Like when I scratch it, it feels like fabric. So I think that's really, really cool. It's beautiful. I originally had planned on getting the full year in the mulberry color in the horizontal layout, weekly layout, because that's actually my favorite kind of layout, is the horizontal layout. I think I'm just used to using Hobonichi weeks, which are a horizontal layout. But again, because I noticed that I got a lot more mileage out of this smaller size, and I know I'm not going to have a lot of pages left blank at the end of the year, I decided to go with the same size. She also included this lovely dashboard got a calendar on the back, and this is the design on the front. That's very, very pretty. So on the inside, I'm sure you probably have seen, if you're someone who likes looking at planner videos like me, you've already seen the inside of these, what they look like. But I think she said there was something different about this one. Yes, she did, and I see it now. So behind this goal breakdown page, which I love using, that was the other reason that I ended up not getting the full year horizontal layout. I think she mentioned that the goal breakdown pages would not be in it, and I really like the goal breakdown pages, so I decided to stick with this. But also something that is new, if I can get the page open, is this yearly tracker. So I'm looking forward to trying this out, using this to track a lot of my creative practices, endeavors, tracking my writing, tracking my drawing, tracking any self-portraits that I do, even though I'm not doing a dedicated self-portrait project anymore. Just little things like that that I want to do on a fairly regular basis, as well as maybe tracking less glamorous, less sexy things, but important things like days when I'm having a good bit of physical pain, days when mentally or emotionally I might not be having the best time. Although I am glad to say that after like April of this year, since April of this year, I've been doing a lot better. But stuff like that, I probably will also track here so that I can just kind of see, you know, how often stuff happens. I noticed that the priorities page over here, which she mentioned in her video where she was revealing these, it's a little bit different. Like, and of course I'm holding this with one hand, so I'm gonna try and share the difference. Let me just see, move this over, share what I wanna show. I did not use the priorities pages, again, because of reasons that I mentioned in the last video. I did do it in my 2023 planner, but here, as you can see, it's a little bit, everything's a lot smaller. And the shading for the weekends is a lot more faint, and there's circles. So over here, it looks like the shading, yeah, it seems a little bit larger, and it might not be larger at all. It just seems that way to me, but the shading is a lot more pronounced, and there's squares instead of circles. And honestly, I'm fine with either way, but this is more uniform. This is uniform to this tracker. I don't know why I can't open pages. The tracker has a certain look to it, and this kind of falls in line with that look, so I get it, and that's cool. And then the rest of the planner looks the same. So cool. I'm very excited. And then we've got the back pages, and I want to say there are 120 pages back here. Yep, 120. That's 119 pages. So since I've been doing so well with this one, I love how it looks. I love how it starts looking chunky and just used and lived in. But there are fewer pages, so I'm able to get to the end. I know that I'm going to be able to get to the end. I feel very confident that I'm going to be able to get to the end because I'm on page 73 now. I'm glad that I got this size again, as opposed to the full year, which was great. I loved being in this book last year. I loved it so much. But if I get to the back here, I mean, this is just page 103, and this was October, and I didn't finish. There are certain things that I haven't added, my photos that I wanted to add and all that stuff. The last thing I wrote was on page 119, and as you can see, it goes all the way to, I want to say page 367. So that's a lot of pages that I did not use. Now I am someone who likes to go back, you know, in previous year planners and add things and maybe finish things. I have done that in the past. So I will do that with the 2023 planner. I will just print out a bunch of things, photos and images and things. I tend to save, make a new folder for the year on my camera roll in my phone and just add things from the year that I want to look at again and save. So I'll go and I'll print those things out and just glue them in later. But this one is absolutely beautiful and I'm excited to use it. It will replace this one in this cover when the time comes, and there will be more planner flip through videos from me in the near future.